Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Khoi. Sometimes I wish that bad things can happen to you guys so that you will learn to appreciate the good things that come out of it. For example, if I hadn't gone through my mental breakdown and I hadn't tried to unalive myself twice in 2020, I wouldn't have sat down, looked at my whole life to figure out what went wrong and what led me to even think of doing such things. If I had just coasted along, I had just ignored my problems, I had just distract myself with pleasures and overindulge in things such as alcohol, weed, and hooking up with girls, I wouldn't have been the person that I am today. Hell, I probably wouldn't have even survived. I would have unintentionally killed myself in the process. You know, a lot of people, they ask me, if there's a loving God out there in the universe, why would he let such terrible things happen to seemingly innocent people? And I have to agree. Why would a loving, all-knowing, eternal God who know that these things are going to happen to his loved children, his creations, why then did he let these things happen to them? Did God create catastrophes and all these terrible things in the world? Did he create that, or did he just let it happen? And why didn't he intervene? Why didn't he make the world a better place for his children? On the surface level, God is very evil. God lets bad things happen to good people in the world every single day. Natural disasters, poverty, hunger, crimes, heartbreaks. God lets all of these things happen. And this is a question that I am still struggling to answer up to this day. I have to look at the greatest thinkers out there in history to even have some sort of answer to this mystery. Maybe, just maybe, God lets these bad things happen so that his children can learn to appreciate the good things that can happen also. If you have lived your whole life in comfort, you have everything provided for, you never lack anything, then how can you appreciate them? I've lived my whole life being rejected, being excluded from friends groups, people ignoring me. I am insignificant. I am invincible, invisible. Girls don't take notice of me. I'm not ugly. I'm not attractive. I am average. And so the average person doesn't actually get a lot of attention. It's weird to think, but even uglier guys, they get more attention than the average normie. If you're a normie, you don't actually attract a lot of attention. You either have to be extremely ugly, extremely short, or extremely attractive. And to get some sort of attention from girls. There's these things among the incel community saying that women actually prefer the average guys, the oofy doofy kind of guys, because they can control them. They are at the same level, and some women like that. Some women like to be the person who wears the pants in the relationship. I'm not dismissing that idea. I think that there are women who actually prefer that. But on average guys are invisible. And so, because I've lived my whole life not getting attention from girls, whenever I see a pretty girl, I talk to her or I briefly make eye contact with her and she smiles at me, or even if a girl go up to me and talk to me, I get butterflies. I get this warm feeling in my heart. I feel so grateful for those interactions, and I thank God for sending this beautiful woman my way. I know I'm sounding desperate as fuck, but that's the truth. This is my emotions. This is how I feel. And I feel that because I've gone through all of this. My first love broke my heart, shattered it into pieces. And we've known each other for so long, and yet we don't really know each other. And after that, everything just became more beautiful. I don't know, it's hard to explain. If I had distracted myself with weed, partying, alcohol, I wouldn't have sat down and think to myself, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I this way? I wouldn't have even tried to change up my life a little bit. I'm not saying my life is completely figured out, but I wouldn't have taken that first step if I had just dismissed the idea that my life is shit. I need to feel that my life is shit. Bad things need to come to me and to bring me down, so to speak. You have to go all the way down to the lowest point of your life in order for you to go up. There's only up from now, because you know where your limit is. Where is the worst point of your life? You have to have that reference in order to go back up and to never go back down again. You need to know where your limit is. And I'm not saying to throw your life away and ruin it. I'm saying you need more experience. The more you live life, the more you do things, and the more you open your mind into to view the world with different lenses, to be aware of all these possibilities. Until then, you will know how fucked up life is, how messed up people are, and how depraved an individual can be. You need to know the true evil of the world in order to appreciate the goodness that is in each and every one of us. Don't shy away from getting in touch with your dark side. I have thought about killing people, and I don't think I should say this publicly, but I have dealt with that. And I know that it is not a good thing. But I wouldn't have come to that conclusion if I hadn't sat down and analyzed that shit. I need to be in touch with these emotions in order to control them. Carl Jung once said that the repressed, dark emotion can sometimes become unleashed when you least expect it. If you're not in touch with your dark emotions, if you're not in touch with sadness, despair, jealousy, anger, and you don't come to terms with them and reason with them, one day when you're just going about in your business, this unconscious part of your mind will rise up and take over you. It might be a trigger, might be a bad event in your life that will trigger these emotions, and you will not be able to control them because you have not come to terms with them. You have not reasoned with them. I reason with myself every day. I should not kill myself. Life is so beautiful, and everyone's life is precious. There's so many possibilities, so many things to do, and it's amazing to be sharing my life with all these people around me. We all live in the same plane, dimension. Isn't that beautiful? But anyways, that's it from me for today. I hope that you will go out there, experience new things, explore this life. It's so rich. There's so many things that you can do with your life. You don't have to live a certain way. Doesn't matter who tells you. Maybe it's your parents, your friends, your co-workers, your pastor at the church, your coach. They all tell you, or they all try to influence you to live a certain way. I tell, fuck that shit. You can listen to them and you take some advice from them, but you gotta live your own life, man. Just go out there and just think, should I do that? My coach tell me to do this, but I think I wanna do that. I like doing that better. Try it out and see for yourself. One more advice. You can do what most people do to get what they want, but ultimately, you should do what works for you, because that is the optimal way. And with that, I want to close this video up. I hope you're doing extremely well out there. God bless, stay strong, and I'll see you next time. Peace.